Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of StarSound Speaks. This is your host, Irlianna Samsara of StarSound Astrology. So I'm going to talk this week, episode 204, our little weekly Astro. It's kind of neat because I know we're getting ready for eclipse season. We're already feeling it coming on, but I like this week because it's like the last before the big outrageous solar eclipse and lunar eclipse that's coming our way. But anyway, right now, as I record this, it's Saturday, October 15th, and I'm talking about the week ahead. From this Sunday, October 16th, to the Astro of October 22nd. And so we have this beautiful, as I will show you here, this lovely stellium in, here it is for Washington, D.C. We have this lovely stellium in Libra. We have Mercury and Venus in her domicile, and the Sun in Venus's domicile. And look, I see this little ship's wheel. This is called Fortuna. I was kind of like playing with stuff, and normally I gave up my asteroid addiction when I started studying astrology, ancient astrology. Okay, thank you, Adam Allenboss. He got me off that addiction, but it's still fun. But anyway, Fortuna is it's about the wheel of fortune, right? That fortunes rise, fortunes fall, things move. And I love the fact that it's right there in between Venus and the Sun. So, yeah, so I hope that you're having, and we'll have a lovely, graceful week. What I'd like to talk about is that on, this week, there's really only two things that are here. So this is a short and sweet video. The Sun is going to come into a trine with Mars in Gemini, and that will be from around Monday to Wednesday. As I'll pull up the chart again, you can take a look at that. And as you can see here, here's Saturday, it's Sunday, and here is the Sun at 23 degrees of Libra, and here's so it's coming into a trine with Mars in Gemini, Mars overcoming. And so that will be an influence we'll feel for a couple of days, because after it's exact on Monday, the 17th. And then as it moves away, of course, Venus steps up. So Venus and Mars, the Lord, they kind of like, the prom king and queen of the eclipses are going to be trining each other. So they're in that trine, and it's sweet. And what might we find of, with that? Well, Mars, when you think about Mars in Gemini, it's very spirited and courageous and strong and aggressively checking out many different viewpoints and ideas and things and open-mindedness. And it might be that, let's face it, Mars can get a little overpowering at times. And so you want to make sure your aggression is turned into passion, right, for sharing ideas, especially with anything Mercury related, commerce, promotion, sales promotion, commerce, the internet. It could be a siblings, like that, family relations. And then in that trine with the Sun and Venus and Mercury, it's like, hey, he's in Mercury's Airbnb and Mercury's in Venus's Airbnb. So they're all like, okay, that's great. We're just happy that you are eagerly checking things out. Just don't get aggressive with us because we're going to tell you to chill. Right. So that's a little piece of advice for the week. Be spirited, but we can also be diplomatic. So it's that classic, Venus Mars dance, right? Will and desire, but they're in a trine. So, this will and making that lovely energetic blend with all those lovely planets in the lovely sign of Libra. Libra equals lovely. Anyway, my mother, God bless her, she was a Libra sun. And her birthday was this week, if she was still on this earth plane, but she is still with me. And she always used to say, lovely, lovely this, lovely. We used to kid her, because Venus is always about the good life, right? So she'd be like, oh, come over and I'll make you a lovely roast beef, and we'll have a lovely dinner. And everything was always lovely. So we always kidded her, lovely this, lovely that. So anyway, it was really, really sweet. But anyway, I want all of us to have a lovely week and put on your best elegant Ralph Lauren, smoking jacket and silk pajamas, and enjoy these Libra days, because there's an eclipse coming and a solar and a lunar. And we always know those are very intense. portals of transformation. So enjoy this little respite while we can. Venus is going to go, excuse me, into a cazimi on Saturday, and that's the one I've been talking about, where Venus is exactly conjunct the sun. And the word is an Arabic word, and it means transiting, and it is in the heart. It is called being in the heart of the sun. So as you can see here, 29 degrees. So it's not only cazimi, which happens fairly often throughout the year, different planets will cazimi, but the fact that Venus is there at the 29th degree, the 29th degree is called a karmic or anaretic degree. It's the final degree of a sign. So this is Venus and on steroids, right? I don't like saying steroids. I don't know, but anyway, but you get the idea. The fullest expression of peace and harmony and all things Venusian. She's in her domicile. She's in cazimi. She's, even before she gets to that 29-degree point, the fact that she's been for the last, week or so in the sign of, with the sun, she's protected because she's in her domicile. So she's what's called in her chariot. And so Venus in her chariot, so she's protected from the beams of the sun because she's combust right now, but she gets into the cazimi, and it's a sacred, beautiful window of like divine mother priestess energy, right? So this is like where our desires for love and who we love and how we relate and socialize with each other, how we blend and create intimacy with ourselves and each other. How we develop peace and love and harmony. These ideas, these Libran ideas, being the space in which these things can occur. All of these qualities are get to be examined so on this magical window. This is where we can expand our understanding. It's like getting this divine audience with God, right? The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, God, Goddess, Mother Mary, right? Venus energy, the High Priestess, Mother Mary, Kali Durga, she, Radha, whatever deity you want, green Tara, whatever floats your boat, just, this is a really beautiful, magical day. So Saturday would be in Eastern time zone, 5:17 p.m. is like the exact conjunction, the cazimi, but it'll be a few hours before and after. So this is really magical window. Great day to get married. I mean, look, we were talking about Fortuna earlier. There she is still right there, right? And Mercury is chiming in. So that would make for a really great time to connect and socialize and harmonize with others. If you have any plans for that, remember that a few days before, Venus and the sun will have made a square with Pluto. So squaring Pluto, that's the god of the underworld. And that is not always an easy thing, because that's about looking at the shadows, the very foundations of relationships, and giving us that opportunity to see what's there that's that is maybe that secrets or things or subconscious patterns that we're not aware of and that need to be healed. So just consider that whatever cathartic moments that may come up this week as it comes into that exact square of Pluto, wow, it's just fertile opportunity to improve our relationships and have them grow and have them be set on healthier foundations. So just think of it that way. That we use these transits, right? We don't want to be used by them. We want to be proactive, and that's the way of transformation, is to be aware and mindful and use these as an opportunity and opportunities to grow. And I think maybe we, having faced our shadow, and let me just check exactly the Virgo in me. I have to look at the exact date that this is going to be. Hold on a second. So Thursday it'll peak. So you will really feel it most strongly Wednesday, Thursday. So like I said, always welcome the divine and in this kind of prayer of, hey, Divine Mother, what can you show me? What needs to shift? What is there anything I'm not looking at? Or how can I how can I build and grow sustainably in my relationships with others, in my family dynamics, even if you think about Capricorn and like genealogy, and how can I heal the past and step into the now and be in this be in a space of compassion and love and harmony, and what will it take? And I would say with Pluto, it's like, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to drop in order to have that, to be present to that? Because it's like when we're holding on, right, there's no space for it. So what needs to go, what needs to be dropped, so that things can be renewed. So that would be my advice for this week. So yeah, like I said, this is a nice, a sweet, like normal week before we get into eclipse season next week. Of course, we've got our new moon, solar eclipse, and then we'll 2 weeks later, November 8th, we'll have the lunar eclipse so we have solar and then lunar. Solar eclipse in Scorpio, lunar eclipse in Taurus. But anyway, we'll be talking about that in the next couple of things. So episodes. So anyway, I hope that's all for this week. I hope you have a great, wonderful weekend, and many blessings to you. I'd love to hear from you. And how are you using these energies? Please, like, share, subscribe. If this information has been useful to you, we're so delighted and honored to have you follow. So whatever, yeah. So have a great one, and we'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.